So what'd you do this for? What time did you do it? So walk to the You did like the new day. You did like the new day.
Yes.
That's
One of the things-
$40 my son put on automatic. Who did? Oh, I didn't know if you meant the company or the city. That's why I asked.
They wouldn't come just back. We need
We got 4 minutes here.
Yeah, this was, he's gonna talk to me about, I'm pretty tired of that money, but we made the the restaurant only just first and that holiday.
We can take a second. Which one?
The one where we moved the dumpster out there.
Oh, well, we will do reimbursements for the holiday.
Yeah, well, after the rent, that's sitting there all.
I mean, it's, that was a $300 payment.
And it's been there for how many years?
Yes, so if you do the numbers, depreciation is down to 0.
I couldn't remember if the city did or if they did.
Yeah, well, that's in material. We know. Right?
No, I mean, that's actually, they didn't mind it being moved, they just wanted to be in the They said they paid for it. No, I don't either, that's what I said, it's been there so long. Yesterday, and they'll move the grease thing once it's plucked out again, which that's something strong. But they didn't know when it was gas. We're talking about you saying that.
So last night, the lady here was Amy. I called her.
Yeah, it was probably,
Okay. What day are that?
45.
One hour here, 1 hour. 45 minutes.
It's okay, just come back as often as you want.
Here, we're going to switch you home.
My wife could be disappointed today.
Isn't that?
What's here? What's here, man?
Hey, Mom.
Are you? Highlight. Oh, I know that. No, no,
Was that a Arrow Board of Education meeting last night? They were talking about their budget for next year. $135 million. A little larger than yours.
It's
I
like,
didn't know she actually.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes.
But don't get paid for it. Turkey.
but we keep working out again. Unless the mail on.
She couldn't have turkey. Man, but Steve was in all, you know.
Yeah, he's probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Natural light, we'll take the full fish.
We were saying this.
Do you have anything on page 45? You ready, Rob?
Yeah, let's get started.
No, I don't think so.
He's coming.
Well, we'll start riding.
That's fine, well, maybe, I just asked if we go
Oh,
later.
that's great. When I don't show up, you guys call me, but if he doesn't show up, we just ignore it.
I hear you. All right,
Well, he can catch up.
just
Let's
like
get started on May 14th, is that?
17.
17th. All right.
Call for it, Rob.
Call the order first.
Call for it.
Okay, all right, we're gonna call everybody to order.
I believe we stopped at page 45.
We stop at page 44. So we're talking about the amendment to the personnel policy. We left off at 44, so we're going to start at 45. Which is layoff.
Starting with 45.
Yeah, start at 45.
You're not there, you're not in 45.
There we go.
All right.
I don't have anything on 45
Me neither.
or 46. I have something on 47. As far as the very bottom, it talks about inspection of property. It's recommended in the HR field that we have a statement that says, the insides of rooms, lockers, desks, drawers are not the property of the user. The city has the right to open, inspect, and search those. Okay,
Okay.
page 47.
Down at the
Use
bottom.
of equipment.
The
Inspection.
inspection of property.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else on the training?
So what are we changing?
As far as inspection of property, the inside of rooms, lockers, desks, drawers are not the property of the user. The city has the right to open, inspect, and search. And that way, if people are keeping inappropriate things in there.
So you want that added?
I want that added.
Okay. So we're changing
Somewhere convenient.
open, inspect.
Because you have it, Robbie, the city has the right
Okay,
to monitor.
did you get that? I think you're writing it in.
Yes, in other words, they're not the property of the user, which is the employee. And
That's
the
right.
city has the right to search those items.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I have on that page. The next thing that I have is page 49.
All right, anybody got anything?
Anybody got anything?
48? Nope. Okay.
Under the general provisions, I would like to add to that kind of list, where it says internet, electronic mail, telephone, voicemail, and so on. I would like to have added cameras. And that's all I have until page 53, so if anybody has something before 53. In the, under guidelines for official city social media sites and content, we once again have with the approval of the city administrator, and I'd like to have that and mayor. I don't have anything until 65, so if anybody has anything before that.
do is you keep on.
All right.
Did you say 65?
Yeah, page 65, where it says, it's in the search policy, second paragraph, where it says searches will be conducted and by the chief of police. I would like to have that modified to or county deputy,
I'm sorry, what?
as city police officer or county deputy. And, it's just that the chief of police might or might not be available. And so if everybody's okay with that. Okay. I don't have anything until 7:04. If anybody has anything between here and there.
We need to go back to 66.
Back to 66.
66.
I didn't do anything at 66.
All right,
I know this, under pay period, the work week, a second sentence, the work week will begin on, it has Friday and end on Thursday. When we switched over the software, it was changed, improved for Sunday to Saturday. So that would need to be changed.
That makes sense. Is there anybody
What
that?
paragraph are we reading about?
It's under
It's
pay
under pay
period,
period on
Pay
page
period.
and
66.
it's the second sentence, third sentence.
That's right.
So we're taking it back to that.
No, we have to change it to
So,
the.
repeat the dates.
starts on Sunday.
Yeah,
ends on
well,
Saturday.
begin on Sunday and end on Saturday. Friday will be Sunday and Thursday will be Saturday.
Cool.
That's when you use it.
What's the question?
Is there any reason that it can't go back, but it could be paid on Friday?
Well, this is, better because it's a whole week, not part of a week. Because when we switch over the software, the system, it was switched to this way from Sunday to Saturday. This is a whole
But when is
work
the
week
check
on Monday.
cut? On Monday.
But with being on Thursday, that Friday falls in the next week's payroll.
But it has worked that way for 50 years, seems like.
But we've been doing.
But we've done this
We've been doing it
since,
with her days, since the new computer system.
yes.
I know, but people like to have their check on the weekends.
And nobody said anything at that time. Everybody was aware. and
Now, every one of the workers were complaining.
Yeah, the workers were all informed, and nobody said anything at that time. And it's over.
And they're actually getting 1 day's pay quicker this week.
No, they got 5 days the old way. They get 5 days pay this way. And they were very upset
Either way,
because,
it's still 5 days paid.
I know, that's what I said, it's 5 days either way.
Yeah.
But if they could have their checks on the weekend, they could go pay their bills, pay the babysitter on Friday afternoon and do stuff like that. Whereas now, it's a convenience on them when they get that check on Monday. And when the checks has been being handed out so late, so they can't even get to the bank a lot of times on Monday, and that throws them another day behind.
How long have we been doing it on Monday?
Everybody is working.
Since
8 to
Michelle
5,
came,
so
and
they
they
go
complained
to
ever
the
since.
bank.
I got a question. What would it take to put it out?
What would it take? Why would you want to go back?
Why not?
Well,
Because
they're,
this works better, the
And
whole week
also-
will be covered.
you'll also
Not
have
for me.
complaints
Well,
because
employees want their money.
if we put it back the way it was, right
Yeah, we
now,
don't have to
they're
change.
getting a check, they're getting a day, they're gonna get a 4-day paycheck on one of the weeks.
Well, I think if they
Oh,
had
I
advance
wonder.
notice, they would work that out, and that would only be for 1 week.
As it is right now, when they're getting paid on Monday, we're getting paid Monday through Friday. If we change it back to Friday, they're gonna get paid 1 day of 1 week and 4 days of another week.
But it doesn't matter, they're still getting 5 days regardless.
I know they still got 5 days, but it makes it complicated when, a holiday falls in it or whatever, and, it breaks the whole week apart. You know,
What
the
does,
whole
what's the
week's
cost
off.
where, what would it cost factor to, go to, you said we've got, there's a new system, that's what changed it, is
Yeah,
that
we
right?
changed it when we
So
switched over.
what is the cost of the new system if we went back to the old system? What would be?
No, we're not going back to the old system.
Yeah,
I mean,
but,
not the
but
software.
not the soft.
No, I know.
software things,
Okay.
but as far as the actual date, or the day, or the day calculation. And that was if we chose to do it,
Then, you know,
ending
we're gonna have
Thursday.
to end somewhere, cut a check, and then start, you know, they're gonna have to wait and then, you know, cut a check again.
At this point in time, are we behind the week?
No, we're not behind at all.
I mean, both places,
Most places,
both
like
places,
2
you've been,
weeks or 3 weeks.
you're behind the week, so it doesn't affect it.
Yeah, it doesn't
But,
affect it.
but right now, you end your job on Friday, Monday you cut a check.
Yes. Mhm. Or
But-
if
and
you
so-
work on Saturday, you get paid, you know, from Sunday to Saturday.
I mean, I understand the system, but like I said, most larger companies, when you get hired in, you're held back 1 week.
Yes, or 2 weeks.
Or 2 weeks to get that,
Yes.
to
but
get your
usually as long
payroll.
as it hits Thursday, it'll be on the Friday check, is that right?
Well,
That was part of it, they were saying again, with the old system, it was, was having, with the changing over, my understanding, or this is my understanding, change it over, they were having, it didn't give enough time from Thursday, Monday through Thursday, to get, then you got the time in at 4 o'clock to get cut checks on Friday, I don't know,
yeah.
with the new system. Is that not correct?
Yes.
When you saying that?
And plus, this way
I mean,
is better.
I know
It's
it's
Sunday
saying,
to
that's what I'm
Saturday.
saying.
Well, I don't think so, Mike.
Well-
It's better for you, but you getting
No.
paid, but they're wanting they're needing their money
Everybody
on Friday.
needs, everybody needs their money this Saturday.
No, it's not. That don't stop your bills though. You gotta make changes.
Yes, and of course you gotta, you know,
Now, what's the problem?
do your
Don't
financial
Okay.
correctly.
Let me ask you this. If we decided to change back to just, as far as the calculation of the month, not the week, would that be a major inconvenience for you? I mean, could you do it with the new
We
software?
can do it, yes.
Okay, I mean,
We have
because-
to change Aflac to bill us, you know, again.
Yeah.
We have to change a lot of stuff that is involved,
yeah.
as far as billing for
What are
AP
your-
and all that stuff too.
Wanna go back to the
But-
system?
I just don't understand why employees cannot complain then. Why they wait 2 years to complain?
They didn't wait 2 years to complain, they were complaining in the very beginning about it and wondering why. And a lot of them had to pay late penalties, late charges on some bills because they had it set up a certain day to pay and they didn't get them.
Well, they knew
But
about
it-
that before it was changed.
Well, the bills were already set up long before you went.
I know, but we had to inform all the employees before the changes were made ahead of time. We
I say we
didn't,
should take it
we
back to where
didn't
it
just
was.
like change it today and it took it back in today.
Well, I think we should talk to the employees and see how they
Well,
were.
Well,
let's make a decision for the employee. It's 4 of us here. I mean, that's what we're here for, to make decisions of this nature.
Well, we didn't get to make the first one, and that's
Well,
why I
okay.
didn't mess it with
Yeah,
you.
but we're in agreement. It's okay.
I know what you're doing,
Yeah.
but most of them have gone out here and changed around on their bills. Let's see if they want to go through that again.
Okay?
Okay.
That's why I said
Okay,
the
that's fair
employees
enough.
should
Yeah.
make that decision.
And well, we gotta ask, all guys, 12 people, roughly, 12, 14 people.
Well, however many we
Right,
got,
exactly.
yeah.
And, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, it was working, so I don't know why it got changed. Did y'all know it got changed? No, you didn't.
That's-
It was nothing come
Okay.
before us.
But,
Right.
if you would like to have an employee meeting, that's great, let's do that, but we can go
I'm
on,
ready.
and basically, we will agree with the majority of the employees.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah,
Can-
that's great.
could you set up an employee meeting for us,
Okay.
as soon as reasonably possible? And, all ready? All good?
Okay, that's on that.
Once again, my next thing is on 74, if anybody has anything else.
Now, that's why we were, brought this whole discussion up, page 74 and 5, correct?
No, that was, tax, the pay period on page 66.
I'm talking about.
Notice I only have 2 more things.
Right, I understand, but okay, go ahead.
Okay. Once again, anything more?
Unpaid leaves, where we started up about 5 months ago.
Okay.
Is that not correct?
Page 75, yes, is the vacation, vacation.
Oh, I thought you said 74.
You don't have anything on 74?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. And I just had a comment right here, leave due to Family Medical Leave Act, FMLA, needs to be addressed.
Where do you see that at, Ms. Perry?
Well, I just added it under policy statement.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we don't fall under that.
We don't comply with, because
Because-
we're government.
Hey,
No, because we don't have enough employees. We don't
Okay,
have
well, there you go.
50 or more,
In which case, ignore me.
so we don't fall under FMLA.
Okay.
Check that out.
If anybody else has anything on 74, I have something on 75.
No, we have 75, it's the
Yeah.
vacation issue. Okay.
And I have highlighted 5 and 6, and
It's 4 and 5.
Well, all of us for discussion.
yeah. Okay, in which case, read number 4.
Yeah.
You want to put on page 75?
75. You gotta move fast.
I go on.
We go back to it.
Do you have anything between 45 and 75?
Let me get my glasses on. 45 and 75, is this where we left off?
We left off at
At
45.
At 45?
Well, can we proceed further, because we're going to have to, we got an issue, we will bring it up today.
Yeah.
Because we have made a couple changes, I'll bring it up today on what we changed, on my, on Kate, and then we'll go forward, and then we'll go back.
Okay.
All right.
My only thing was that whatever we change in the handbook reflects what we're trying to do in the future with our House bill, with the direction that we're trying to go, as long as what we're changing, as long as the council is included where it needs to be included, not just here, not just there. If certain administrative decisions need to be made, or the council needs to be included on administrative stuff, it needs to be included right now. If we have to go back and change it, if it's appropriate, if that's where we're going, does that make sense?
Well, yeah, but I don't think actually what you're saying is really going to affect our handbook this time. And I was just saying, it should be nothing that because it's not, this is not the part where we're hiring and firing, and that's where we're really pushing the issue. This is more of an employee handbook only that
Yeah.
is handed out when they're hired and fired,
There was a
Okay.
part, and I kind of agree with
In the front.
towards the front,
Okay.
that addressed that the mayor hires and fires. Right now, that's the way it is.
Okay.
But if we choose to do it a different way,
When
then
time
then we'll
comes.
have to modify it again.
Right, that's exactly.
Yeah.
Well, if we change the charter, that will override
No, it doesn't override this.
the handbook.
No.
No, okay.
Because the only modifications we made to the charter were those two sentences that were addressed last night.
I'm talking about the changes we make to the charter in the future.
Well, right, but then we would come back at that point in time and take, and work on this again, which would be, you
Well, we
know,
might
quite
have
a
to
bit
do this
down.
again.
But, yeah, we
But
could be very down the
but
road.
we might
That's
only
fine.
have, we might only have to address, you know. a
Two
couple
issues.
sentences.
Right,
Okay.
right, two issues, yeah,
You just come back and amend it.
Yeah.
right.
That's fine.
Is that what you're at? That's what you, where you're
That's-
going?
I just didn't want us to write, to go through.
Well, everything we're doing, unless it pertains to what, like you just said, something that was in front of, that's going to coincide with what we're doing, 601.
Right,
Right.
yeah.
And see, that's what brought me in.
Okay.
We ready?
Are we ready for number 4?
Yeah, whatever you guys are.
You had a concern about 4?
Yeah, so, it reads, all eligible employees accrue vacation leave hours on the following basis. Accrual rate increases on the first day of the pay period that includes the employee's anniversary date. Okay, so it will affect the employees when they turn 1 year, 2 years, mostly, 1 and 2 years. And it says, number 5 says, vacation must be taken by December 31st of each year. So, on the previous meetings that we had, I requested or made recommendation to either we can roll over 40 to 80 hours to the next year and allow the employee to have time to use it. Because if they're hired in December, they have until the end of December to use it. And they won't have enough time to use it. The whole week will play
Yeah.
out.
I'm for roller.
That is not what my book is reading. We've got two different policies up here.
I know
Yeah, that's
what
why
we
we're
did. That's what we're
trying to
looking
come
at
up
the
with
same time.
a policy. Now, let me ask you this. When it says, the accrual rate increases on the first day of the pay period, it accrues, each 2 weeks, is that correct? Or is it on literally January 1st?
I have a different book.
First
than what
day
you
of-
have.
Everybody should have the same copy that we
Well, you
gave
gave
out
them
last month.
to us, you copied it and gave them, and mine does not read, mine does not say anything about December 31st.
Number 5,
Number 5?
Number 5, all eligible employees accrue vacation leave hours on the following basis. The accrual rate increases on the first day of the pay period.
Okay, that's our number 4. So,
That, well,
and ours is number 5, the vacation leave must be taken by December 31st.
But they were all copied at once.
Okay, you're
All
still,
right, it's just how it is.
no, I'm saying, if yours doesn't say
look
that,
at it, it's
Yeah.
different.
okay.
Yeah, but we can fix this. It's not a problem.
I know we can fix it,
Yeah.
but it should have already been fixed before we started on.
I thought that they were all copied at once to hand it out.
yeah, all of you guys should have the same copies that Kay and I have.
Well, you copied mine and gave it to me in here one day. All right, a few days later, you gave, the rest of them picked theirs up. Because you told me, when I mentioned, the copies, you said I can get yours now. You gave it to me.
Yeah, it's the same copy. Unless you
Well,
wrong.
it is not the same
Okay,
copy.
if it's not, she's sitting there looking at it, so if
We
it's
can
not
move
there,
on.
it's not there.
We don't know why you're
What
doing
Betty's-
this.
I'm saying that
What her point
we
is,
get there all the
is that
same.
if that's different, what else is different in there? What else is?
Good question, Dwight.
I know, Miss Betty, you mentioned that you have several copies from before.
That's right, but you handed me this one.
Uh-huh.
And right here, I have the other copies, but this is the one that you gave me mine. Now, I'm not stupid, I know that you handed it to me.
I know, everybody's got the same one. I mean,
No, everybody don't have the same one, look at it.
No, hers is written different.
Yeah.
But
You
But-
gave it to me, where else did I get it?
because I didn't hold much down. Unless you
I
did.
know, I hole punched them so they'd go in the notebook.
I don't remember it even down.
Okay,
You didn't look at it, you went in there and copied one and gave me the whole thing.
I don't know, if that was the case, then
That is the case, you gave
I
me.
apologize for that, but
I don't use the copy, so I didn't come in here.
I didn't realize that. But everybody else got the same one, so I'm not sure
Okay,
how that happened, but we just need to fix this.
well, okay, can we get her a copy of page 75? And I mean, but it could be, like you said, that her whole,
No, I'll tell you, there's about 3 or 4 of these books floating around here. She picked up the first one and made my copy. Later on, she got one, and that's how y'all all ended up with the same thing. Y'all got them a few days later.
I don't remember that.
A few years, about 2 years before Gail went off pencil, the mayor put Gail and I on the personnel book, and we worked on it off and on, and came up with a new version. You know who's got that new version? I got it, but I bet y'all don't have it, because y'all got the old copy. Mm.
Well, what
See, I
is,
don't throw anything
Yeah.
away. I
I
make
know.
notes of it, and I keep stuff at home on file too.
what does your number 5 say, Ms. Betty?
My number 5 is what I just read.
well, she read number 14, it was her number 5.
What about 6? What does your 6 say?
What number, the following chart reflects the full rate for city employees. That one page ain't gonna do
Okay, she
nothing,
don't
the
have
whole
it.
book's off, so.
Okay. She's missing number 5, so everybody else is
Yeah,
missing.
because, okay, because I remember last time, from the last meeting that we had, you said you went through your book and you found the number that said vacation must be taken by December 31st of the year.
In one of the older books. This one that I've got is the newer version that Gail and I worked on, and it don't say anything about December the 31st.
But whatever we can
Okay,
write what we need to for that particular line item and go on.
Betty, go to the front of yours, please.
Okay, let me
Well, just a
explain you
minute,
the rest
just a
of the
minute,
copies, the
Well,
rest
just
of
a
the
minute,
pages.
Betty. Would you go to the front of yours? This one says develop.
Okay, this one right, oh, okay, go ahead, finish what you're saying.
This one says developed under the authority of the mayor and city council, revised and approved on November 15th, 2016. What?
That's what's on the front page of this one.
Okay, I mean, I was just asking.
Yeah. And the one that had the December 31st in it, was revised on October the 21st, 2014.
That's what, yeah.
That's what I said, I keep them out. And this one that we're working out of today is the third one that we've got around here.
Need to get them all the same.
They absolutely need to be the same.
So everybody's looking at the same thing.
And that's it, yeah.
How many do you have in your, how many, do you have 2 or 3?
I have 2, 3.
When was the third one done?
Oh, it doesn't have a cover on it, so I don't know.
Okay, I just wondered how,
But,
because we got 214, 216, and what you got down there, we don't really know the status of the third one.
and I got the one where Gail and I worked on it, and the notes that we made, and then it was typed up and put into this, which was the one that we're working, that I've got right here now, and, November 2016. It replaced the other one that came out.
Here, that's the remaining pages of the one we can. The one.
I believe him, I got mine straight. But thank you. I mean, I had Cumberland in here 40 years, but then forgot everything I've learned. I mean, at least I know what books to got.
Are we ready to move on?
Well, we got to straighten this out first.
What needs to be done?
You got to straighten out when they have to take their vacation. So we have to decide.
Exactly.
And the way it was in the past, but I guess nobody wants to hear about the past. The anniversary date, after they were hired, they had a certain amount of time to take it. There was no December 31st. As long as they took it within a year before the next one rolled around, that was good.
And you're
Yeah.
preaching to the choir, because I think that's what everybody's been talking about, allowing a 40-hour accrual
We
carry over.
didn't have no 40-hour rollover or anything. It's not in the book, is what I'm trying to say. It was just that, that's how it was. You had until the next time. But we did not bank any time. You couldn't let it roll over to the last day and then get two together. It puts a hardship on whoever's got to fill in.
You have to,
The first
if
is-
someone earns leave on December 1st, right now, the way it's written, it falls off on December 31st.
That's what I'm saying.
That's,
That was in
the only way that you can have it carry into January is if you have it accrual.
It's the same difference, Perry. You're saying it in different words. If it rolls over the end of the year, if they were hired December 15th, the anniversary date, they don't have to go and take that vacation by the 31st, as long as they take it sometime during the year. But on January 1, you put in when you want it and get it approved.
But how long, in your system, how long can somebody carry unused leave?
They got to take it before the end of before the next one comes up.
What is
Into
it?
the next year.
Before the next anniversary date comes up.
Yeah.
And then,
With no rollover.
right, and then the following, January 1, you put in when you want to take it.
So
and
if
get it
somebody,
approved.
if somebody earns leave in November of the first year, they get to carry it all the way through
To December 31st, what she said.
of the following year. In other words, November, January 1st, January 1st.
You earn it,
You're
and
saying-
it expires a year later.
Right,
That's it.
that's simple enough.
That's it.
But if at any particular time a person has more than 40, if they,
What we're
let's
saying is
say,
you have to take it.
yeah,
See, I'm not gonna agree with have to take, the first year, yes. But after the second through the fifth and the 5 through the, I still think if he wants to get paid for his vacation time, he should be able to do it. If he only wants to take one vacation that week, that year, the other should, he earned the other, don't matter how you look at it, he earned it from up to the 5th year and 5th year on, he earned it. It's his time, he can ask for the money, take 3 weeks vacation, take 1 week vacation, but it's his money. He earned the hours. He should be able to get paid for his time if he don't want to go that week.
But you got to put in for it the first of the year and get it approved, Eddie. If you don't, you're gonna have somebody taking 3 weeks.
Well, that's, I
And
agree
leaving a
with that.
hardship on the.
no, they can't without a supervisor's approval. They can't just say, well, tomorrow I'm going on 3 weeks leave.
And I only think except for emergency, I don't know if that's built in here or not, but, that's my opinion. I mean, like I said, 3 weeks is it's a gift you give to employees, and if they don't want to take it all, they can still get paid for it, in my opinion.
Well, now, it's not in here that they can get paid for it. The only time we did that, we made an exception
We
for
did,
the
I
police
don't-
department because they were short-staffed and they were putting in extra shifts. They couldn't get the time off, and we
And I
made
mean,
an exception.
I like it, but I want it more than an exception because there again, it almost closed the Mitsubishi place in Ralston about 14 years ago.
Mitsubishi ain't got a thing. to do
Well,
with
but no, it was their time off. They had so much time they could bill. They were getting 5 weeks. at the time, at the end of it, they could bill 5 weeks. It put such a burden on the plant, people were having to take their time. They could not operate the plant. And what I'm saying, a person takes 3 weeks. At the interval, it don't matter. He's still putting a burden. If he can take it, he can't take it. If he wants to stay on and help the city, he should be able
Well,
to.
let's use the water plant for example. What if Jordan had built his time up to 3 weeks and he decided he wanted all his 3 weeks at one time?
We're not
What are we
gonna-
gonna do? We're
He
gonna
would
shut
have to
down?
have permission from his superior.
I know that.
And
But Eddie is saying they should be able to take it. Or
Well,
they get
under
paid.
under the existing system, the December 31st system, if they don't, if they get to November and they
don't
have
take it.
and they have 3 weeks worth of leave built up, they either use it or lose it.
yeah, I don't believe in losing.
I don't believe in losing it.
And that's
either.
why you have to have
And what
an
I'm
approval system.
saying is, we didn't have a December 31st here.
I'm
That
with
was,
you.
We're with you on that.
We don't have a
We're
problem
gonna
with
forget
that.
about December 31st.
That's what we're trying to
We're
do.
trying to eliminate December 31st right this very minute.
We're with you. But we don't need to have employees, number one, asking on the first day of the year for their whole leave schedule.
well, we
Because,
just paid one that way that left. She stayed until the 1st.
and I have
And
here,
took it
should
and
it only
quit.
be able to use as earned. They can't, that's the problem with saying that they can take it before they've earned it.
Y'all need to get out of that old book and get this new book.
Well, we don't, we have this book, you can sit there and dig in your heels. We can stop this meeting, it doesn't matter.
You know.
I mean, this was, you all approved this some time ago. It was before my time, this December 31st year. I don't know when it was approved, but it was approved before I even started here. I did not put that in there.
And myself and Dwight, so,
So-
I mean, this 2016 was approved, I don't know exactly when mine came, but Dwight and I, so it was approved by y'all 3 plus 2. I'm just saying, so, I mean, we need to iron it out in the next little bit.
So if we want to take out this, why don't we just take out this vacation must be taken by December 31st each year? And change it to what Dwight had recommended before in the other meeting, for that, let them have 3 or 6 months or until their next anniversary date to take it.
That's what I was saying, that's how it used to be. No matter when you were hired, you worked, and when you got in a year, that you became eligible for a week. But you scheduled it, so it didn't affect anybody else.
The vital functions of the
That's
city.
right, and as long as you took it before your next anniversary, your second anniversary came up, you were fine. But then when Michelle came and everything started being changed around here, that's when we went to having to approve it at all, like the first of the year, along with all these other crazy rules and regulations that we got slammed on us.
Like the log books.
Well, the law books is another one, it shouldn't be too. But I'll let you talk about that, because you found,
Is
So
that part of this meeting?
do we want to get rid of the December 31st?
I think you should, I mean,
Okay,
Now,
So what do you guys
so
wanna
we've
put?
agreed, we're doing that. The
okay.
question is, how do you do the
Yeah.
bookkeeping?
How-
And right now, the system that was in this book, the one with the 31st, it just, everything dropped off on December 31st, which we all
Yes.
agreed was wrong.
Mhm.
The question is, do we sit there and just have kind of a magical every 6-month check? Or do we have an accrual system that as you earn it, as long as you don't earn more than 60 hours, which is a 1 year's amount, you won't lose any leave. As long as it's 40 hours. In other words, if a person has 30 hours, they're not losing any leave. They have to use it unless there's an emergency, and once again, we can have a vote. You know, if let's say that Jordan is doing a major rehab of the water system, and he feels he can't take leave right now because he's a supervisor and he's being responsible, we wouldn't penalize him by dropping his leave off, or we would hopefully not.
Or paid for.
We paid him.
Yeah,
this
But,
last
but any
year.
employee should get their money.
Yeah.
If they, let's just use Billy and Michael. We have two other people that Frank and others are out on emergency medical leave. And they have to step in and cannot take their time. They should get their money no matter what. If
That's
it's,
when we bring it up one-on-one and discuss it, like we did for the police department, like we did for the water department this past year.
Well, those situations are different, but more, we're talking about employees that are hired in December. See, if we don't change this, employees hired in December, at the beginning of December or in the middle of December, they got until when they turn 1 year in December when they got hired.
It's the following year.
their anniversary of the hire.
Yeah, they only have until the end of the month to.
No, not, you would always roll it to the anniversary, not to the December 31st. You
That's
should be
right.
always, should be the first year.
Change it to.
The first year should always be the anniversary. If he was hired on June the 21st, June the 21st of the following year, that is his anniversary date. His time, but it's there. He's got 40 hours. And then that time he can come to the supervisor and say, I want to take my vacation time next month.
I know, that's why we need to.
And that's where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
But
good.
that's how it used to be.
Okay, if we're in agreement to that,
Let's cross it
kind of
out.
write it like I said, and let's see, and then read it back to us and see if we agree.
Okay. And while you're doing that, are there any employees that have at any time used more than they had earned?
No, they
No.
can't.
So we have a policy against that, 'cause I didn't see the policy in here.
You can
But,
only use.
and so I put
what you
under
have.
6, should only be used as earned.
Yes, you only use what you have. You
So,
can't take more.
and I'm jumping ahead, if you could do edit one first.
Yeah, so what, we want to reword it like vacation leave must be taken by
No, by you,
their,
anniversary, well,
yeah, by,
the day after their anniversary. I mean, June 21st of 2018 to June 1st of 2019, now he's got 40 hours. He's got vacation time.
Mhm.
Is that not, am I
And
not?
he can use
He can
it
use that.
anytime.
Up to that, to the following year.
The confusion is that you have to earn the first year. So it doesn't
Yeah.
matter if you're hired in December, it doesn't matter if you're hired in June, you got to earn the first year.
You gotta be here
That's where
again.
the confusion, it don't matter if you were hired, what day you were.
December 31st, shouldn't have even entered into it.
Exactly.
yeah, I don't know how.
We-
So
we're gonna-
anniversary
That
day.
before, but-
So we need to strike out
Let me get this in my head real
on
quick.
December 31st of each
Okay,
year.
they've earned.
Strike it out, and then we can add, just say, on anniversary,
Now,
the
in the
employee's
second year,
sick leave
they
credit
get another
will be
40 hours.
told. Just
So
put
they can use
anniversary.
in the second year.
No, he hasn't earned it yet. He's still gotta go another year before he
Okay,
gets
so
it up.
we only issue leave once a year.
once a year.
After you've got the first year
After
behind
you got
you.
the first year, that's right.
You gotta earn.
Oh, I'm not agreeing, I'm not saying that with you, now you go to a different, now, I was gonna try to get through the first year. Cause then, see, it takes, through the second year, it takes four.
Most companies nowadays are not doing it that way. What they are doing is, they say that they're on the probationary period for the first 6 months, they don't get to take leave.
Let's take K for instance, when we hired.
At that particular
December
point, anything that they have earned,
Okay, day after
they,
Christmas.
with approval by a
All
supervisor.
right, you have any leave right now.
This is.
No, she won't get
No.
She won't get any until after December 31st.
But hers would actually, if what I'm saying, hers would be December 26th,
Yes,
not December 31st. 31st should not even be in there.
yeah,
total.
Right,
We just need
Should
to
just
take
be wiped out
That's the
31st.
problem.
And it's your anniversary day.
Put anniversary in
Your
there.
anniversary hire.
Yeah,
That was the problem when it was in there, because if I was due on December 26th and it ended on December 31st,
How could you get
I
your-
would have 4 days to take 5 days worth of vacation.
Point being, December 31st, just wipe it up.
Yeah.
And anniversary date of hire.
All right.
And since we're discussing, the vacation, I know we're fixing to discuss sick leave also. If an employee decides they need to be off a half a day,
Wait a minute, let's finish.
We're not-
I'm not finished, I'm not
oh, you
finished.
not, okay,
Well, I'm not finished with,
all right,
vacation time.
okay.
While he's thinking, if you'll put that part in that says, should only be used as earned. You know, in other words, they can't take it before. It just needs to be put in there.
after where, so after that,
Maybe in, after 6. After 6, you know.
I'll go back one more time, and I'm not gonna elaborate on it. All right, 5 years and above, they get 3 weeks. Okay? We're saying they gotta take their 3 weeks or lose it.
No,
nobody, no, they have the whole year to.
Okay, they got the whole year, but if they didn't wanna take 3 weeks vacation that year, some people might wanna get paid for it.
It's
I
gonna
mean,
be
you could,
scattered throughout
there
the
again.
year. They have the whole year to, take the 3 weeks vacation.
I understand, and they can't take it consistently in 3
Yeah,
weeks.
yeah.
No one lets you do that.
Yeah, no one.
We
can
understand
do
that.
Yes.
But if I don't like the point that a young man made into the audience that night, that no matter what, you get 3 weeks, go home, sit on the porch, you can't afford to go to Myrtle Beach. If he can't afford to go, let him get paid for either 1 week, 40 hours up. It has to take 2 or something. I'm just saying, it's his money, his time. He earned it.
You don't have to go on vacation. You can just take vacation and be off at home.
Yeah, but you might not want to do that. Who might not want to be with your wife for 24/7 for a whole week? I'm just saying, I can't afford it.
but then you're costing the city twice.
No, you're not talking. He earned
They come in
it.
and work.
No, he earned it. He earned it.
If
Now,
he
once
earns
again,
time,
this is the
earns
flaw.
time, and he can take that pay, or he can go wherever he wants to go in that 3 weeks time.
This-
He doesn't, nobody tells him he
This
has
is-
to go on
this is
vacation,
the
and he gets
flaw.
paid for it.
In the system that you all are inventing or maintaining, if you have these arbitrary, have to use it by so-and-so date, you're going to end up with situations where people have to use their leave when they don't want to use their leave, and they're going, and they're not going to have leave available when they do want to go on leave. If you have an accrual system, as long as you don't exceed 40 hours, was a year's worth of leave, then you don't have to artificially maintain or use it at a particular time. You don't have a whole bunch of people rushing, all of them at once, trying to get it done by December 31st or any other imaginary arbitrary date. All you have to do is just, the computer will automatically, every pay period will add a certain number of hours on an accrual system.
Yes.
Our system will do it.
Yes, we can
It
do
will
that.
add those hours, and then whenever there's a leave request and the person uses it, those hours are deducted. That's all it is. That's all the accrual system is. You guys have created a situation where if I don't use it by November 31st or something along that line, I will lose those dates.
Yes.
Those days. And you're being unfair to the employees. And shutting me down doesn't help.
No employees around here has never lost any vacation time.
No, but they had to take it at times that they didn't necessarily want to take it.
They choose when they take it.
No, because we have artificial dates that Eddie just explained, that you have to use it by a so-and-so date. In which case, they just say, well, I gotta use it or lose it. I would have liked to have used it after that date.
If we had 300 or 400 people, it would be a problem, but no more employees.
It affects every employee.
It has always worked out like it was.
Yes, if you have an arbitrary system, they still have to comply to it. And that's what you've done.
That's what I've done.
Yeah, insisting on
But at
these
least I did
arbitrary.
something.
Oh, and I'm not. Who went
All right, now let's go into
I'll
the,
let you do it.
We don't need.
oh, no personal.
No.
Things we got. Talk it out, so let it go.
Well, you know, the old saying, if it's not broke, don't try to fix it.
I've heard it.
Why are we trying to fix something that's worked for all these years until all of a sudden, and because somebody screwed up and give somebody the wrong manual, and we've sat here and went through all of this.
Well,
That's why you appointed Gail and I to work on it, and we got all this changed. And everything had been working fine. And then somebody, well, I guess really, we might say it started with Steve Martin. And then it moved on, and here we are with 3 different books sitting up here.
But this
Okay,
one here, the
we've talked about
November,
that for
November-
25 minutes.
November the 15, 2016 is the newest book.
I've got 2 with that
Okay.
date on it, and they're different, Eddie.
Okay,
That's what I'm
but,
trying to
well, that's what we hear, but
Okay.
we can finish this,
No, let's shut
We
this
just
meeting
need to
down
take care of that before
and make it so
we
that you can decide which manual we're gonna use. And we can reconvene after you've done that.
Well, I'm not going to come back for another meeting here.
Okay, well, in which case, let's move on then.
Yes.
all right,
When we were trying to, and Eddie asked to go back to something.
right. Like I said, all I want to do is eliminate the December 31st. Now, and I'm pretty much shot down on rollover. I still feel after 5 years, you get to roll it over or take your money. But if y'all not in agreement with that, I'm willing to move on. If y'all don't want to let, like I said, if he's got to take 3 weeks, if that's the way y'all want it,
How much leave can they have once it's rolled over? In other words, can they have 80 hours?
no, I'm going for 40.
Okay, in which case, when they've earned 40, the next day, they are eligible for more leave.
No, if you go back,
No, by this system.
If-
well, but you still got, no, you got to work. You do not get your vacation except on your anniversary day. So every year, it's going to take you 2 years to get all the way up to 2 years. Then after 2 years, you get paid, right?
Yeah, after 2 years.
If they are not allowed to take any leave in the first year,
Once they turn 1
Then-
year, they get 40 hours.
As soon as he turns on his anniversary.
when do they get the next leave?
Okay,
Second year.
yeah.
Okay, so what we're doing is we're making it so that they cannot use the leave that they've earned forever. They always have to have about 40 hours. In other words, that year that they're in right now, we are preventing them from using the leave they've earned until the next year.
No,
Well, even on their
you
anniversary.
got it
Okay,
wrong.
no, hang on. You got year 1. For that whole year, you're not allowed to take.
You have to
Hang
earn
on,
the
hang on.
first year of leave. That's what I said a while ago.
Okay, hang on. For that first year, I'm agreeing with you.
Let
Hang
it
on.
go.
Okay,
Then
hang
you
on.
use it.
Dwight, let me talk.
And then you're
Let it
earning.
go.
Okay, you've got 40 hours that you have earned as of the end of the first year. You're finally allowed to take it.
Mhm.
You've not been allowed to take any leave you've earned so far.
In your second year.
In the second year,
You take your leave.
you take only the year 1 leave.
That's correct.
And so you have actually earned 2 years worth of leave, let's say on November of the second year.
Oh, no.
And am I wrong?
Yeah, you hadn't earned it yet, because you put in 2
Yeah,
years.
well,
You only get 40 hours
What?
per year.
Why
after
Why?
1 year.
Why are you making it so that the people only earn it in